Welcome back to our channel. If you're new here, we're Maya and Danny, and we create videos about all the beautiful places that we can visit. In this vlog, I'm going to talk you through all the best shopping markets that you can find in London, where you can really experience an authentic London vibe, since the atmosphere is just amazing. And if you don't find anything to buy, that's also fine. They're just fun to walk around. So let's dive in. Starting with one of the most iconic outdoor markets, with very limited but necessary opening hours. Open only Sundays from 8 until 3 p.m. Columbia Road Flower Market is so beautiful. It's full of fresh flowers, plants and gardening accessories. It really lights up your day to go there in the morning, and you'll need to head there early if you want the best bunch. The market has been operating since the 1860s and is a favourite spot for both local residents and visitors. It's a hotspot for photographers and people wanting to capture the picturesque scenes of colourful flowers. In the area of Bethnal Green in East London and nearby to Shoreditch, Hoxton and Brick Lane, you can also find local pubs and other furniture stores around, with a lot of independent shops selling everything from artisan bread to vintage clothing, creating a vibrant and aromatic shopping experience. Probably one of the most picturesque inside shopping markets in London, in my opinion. Spitalfields Market has this high-ceiling Victorian market hall with glittering lights and large hanging displays. You can find a spot on the upper mezzanine and get a bird's eye view from above. Open every day with varying opening times between 10 and 6 p.m. Old Spitalfields Market dates back to the 1638, when King Charles granted a licence for flesh, fowl and roots to be sold in what was known as Spital Square. It's a blend of fashion, art, food and vintage stores, and is a gem in the East area of London. It's surrounded by plenty of other high street and luxury shops close to Liverpool Street. I really like this one because it has this very typical market feel. It's always a pleasure to go here because they have a really good range of food and drinks. Moving north of London, Camden Market is one of London's most popular tourist attractions, attracting around 250,000 visitors each week. It's open every day from 10 until 6, and the whole area is famous for its alternative culture, eclectic mix of stores, street food and also live music. It's a hub for artists, musicians and independent traders, offering everything from vintage clothing to international street food. You can also find the famous cyberpunk store, which you should definitely check out because it's one of the most unique stores that you can find in London. You can also find the famous Hansel and Gretel sweet shop. I also love the traditional Camden Lock Market with its really beautiful old architecture located in the historic former Pickford stables. You can find really beautiful handmade jewellery here and almost hippie style rugs and tapestries and incense stalls. We were really impressed by the shopping down Saddle Row when we last filmed for our Camden vlog. We're not usually so drawn in by so many items in the stores, like ceramics and cool accessories and fluffy bucket hats. Moving on to Brick Lane Market in Shoreditch in East London. I think the best thing about Brick Lane is not only how many various warehouses and cool pockets of shops there is, but all the street art you get to see on the way. It's generally known for its vintage shops, record shops, of which there are a ton. There's literally every street corner there seems to be a warehouse with steps going down to a much larger complex selling lots of vintage clothing, just waiting to be rescued and reloved. And we found this really cool, very low ceiling market called the Tea Rooms, which had not only cafes inside, but also really cool retro signs, furniture, textiles, and clothing. I bought some handmade hair accessories here and was tempted a lot by the range of jewellery. There is of course the famous rough trade for records too, and in this specific street called Dre Walk, we really like this pop-up store which also functions as an art gallery called Kumar's. There just seem to be a lot of unique shops there as well too, so it's definitely a really good shopping area, especially if you're up for a bit of walking. In general, I'm always going to recommend Covent Garden for shopping, since it has a lot of really premium large stores like the Apple Store and high street to luxury brands. But within the category of markets, what's really nice is the Apple Market, under the cover of the 19th century market building, which was originally a fruit and vegetable market. The Apple Market is really, really sweet. It's underneath usually what is a beautiful decoration. During summer it was these cute clouds, and in Christmas it's obviously beautiful. You find a lot of different stalls sending crafts and antiques, from silverware to paintings. There is just plenty to check out here, including a nearby flea market too. And the Apple Market is open every day from 10 until 6. And of course I couldn't not mention all the street performers too, so it adds that extra element of fun when you're browsing the shops. As a child, I always used to go into the Benjamin Pollock's toy shop on the ground floor and find all the theatrical toys or vintage toys, some suspended from the ceiling and filling the shelves. This store just gives this magic kind of Harry Potter vibe. Now heading west of London, Portobello Road Market is the world's largest antiques market, with over 1,000 dealers selling every kind of antique and collectible. It's famous for its antiques, but also vintage clothing and of course street food, but an eclectic mix of goods. It's particularly lively on Saturday when the entire market is open, attracting visitors from all over the world. But you can visit throughout the week from 9 until 6 when it's generally a bit quieter. It's really near all the cool houses in Notting Hill, so you'll also get a bit of sightseeing during your shopping experience. And towards the southern end is where you find street musicians, really cool coffee and cafes, as well as a lot of arcades that go into the basement of these old buildings, and they're just absolutely full of all this jewels and treasure and all this really exotic stuff. And last but not least, another great shopping market is the beautiful Greenwich Market in East London and right near the river. The market here is not so big, but all the stalls are very unique and you don't see a lot of repetitive items like in larger markets. I really like the artwork and the handmade trinkets here, from paintings to crocheted flowers to macrames and plants, and plenty of other stuff for really good gifts. And because of the intimate nature of the market, it's almost peaceful in there. For sure it gets busy, especially on weekends. It's open daily from 10 until 5, and please definitely check out the food that they have there as well, because it's pretty amazing. I hope this has given you a good lowdown on all the market options and where you can spend hours just shopping in London and potentially grab some bargains. Visiting all these markets is not just about shopping, but immersing yourself in that local culture, supporting small businesses and experiencing the vibrant life that makes London's market scene really special. As always, let us know in the comments if we've missed any other markets and what your favourites are. And make sure to subscribe for more top London places. Find us on socials too, leave us a comment if we missed out any other key places, and we'll see you next week. Ciao!